we have to talk about Johan Cruyff. He's certainly one of the greatest players in the history of the game. That takes in 100 years of history and over 100 countries throughout the world. You'll see him this afternoon, not only marvelous ball skills, I mean incredible ball skills. This man is a genius with the ball, but off the ball, thinking and intelligence, the key factor in this game, both for how well LA play and what Washington can do too.
You play today, most of America will see you for the first time, but it's unmercifully hot and humid. Might that not affect your play more so than Washington?
Yeah, we had some more problems because we played Friday night. We had a bad travel from Rochester to Washington, and extremely hot and very humid.
Will it slow you down considerably, do you think?
Well, we hope that the first time we can manage, I think, easily. But we have a look the second half, what's going on. So we've got to have a look.
Once again, we look forward to having you here in America, and have a good game.
Okay, thank you very much.
He's short and wiry and slender and slim, and that seems to be the passion for soccer players.
Okay, the game is underway. It's Los Angeles in the white, Washington in the red. Should be easy to spot throughout the game, the usual battle for control in the early going. In green, they play a 4-4-2 offense. Up front for Los Angeles, we have DiBernardo, number 10, Van Veen, number 9. Wagner at number 17, and of course Johan Cruyff can be in the game at any time, although he is listed at midfield today. He plays just about wherever he wants. It'll be a throw-in for Los Angeles. They were not the ones to knock it out, then they're the ones to throw it in, feet together. The ball must be thrown with both hands from overhead. That was Van Veen, number 9, getting it back out to Cruyff. There's Cruyff, first time you're looking, him centering the ball, and it's knocked away by Draghi for Washington. But now, back in control, DiBernardo getting it for Los Angeles. LA on the attack in the early moments. Again, Cruyff on the left side. This man has marvelous dribbling skills. Keep an eye on those feet at all times. Getting into the middle again, and it didn't work out. It was Walter Wagner who got his head on it, but not in the right direction. Again, here's Cruyff. And the shot on goal is stopped by Bill Irwin. Los Angeles again. DiBernardo from Indiana University, born in the Argentine. Centering the ball, getting it towards Cruyff on the left side now. And a rather strong tackle, so it's going to be a foul called against Jim Steele. As we said, they call him the Secretary of Defense here, and boy, he defends tough. Look out for that one. A header by Tom Rongen, the young Dutch midfielder. There he is, 20 years old, 6 feet tall. Over to Sebald again, the midfielder. Sebald to Johan Cruyff. Here he is playing way back past midfield, and you see him up by the goal. Because they have midfield problems at the moment, we expect, don't we, Paul, to see him playing further back like that more than he would ordinarily. Yeah. That was Kerry getting it down to Wim Surbier, I should say. And knocked away by Don Draghi, number 19.
4 goals maybe. Took a shot there that he shouldn't have taken.
Okay, so Los Angeles in the white moves from left to right. A whistle from referee Abraham Klein. And it's free kick for Los Angeles. There. I'll tell you, that takes a little courage to stand there, but he decided to off the crossbar again. Another shot saved, but into the goal for Rongen. Now it was Rongen who first headed it into the crossbar, hung around, waited until he came back, and has scored for LA. That one.
This is Cruyff with the free kick, and again the defense a little casual as his ball beautifully flighted and floated over. That ball is curving and twisting it, landing just where he wants it. Up goes Rongen. Does he? Yes, that's Rongen's header. Beaten the goalkeeper. Well, actually he touched it onto the bar. Back it came.
Off the bar again.
Defender trying to clear it back, hits the own post. My goodness, deciding who did get the assist, but it may be that they feel the goalkeeper played it, but
well, there was Cruyff all the way back, almost to his own penalty area.
Practically in his own penalty.
Had some fancy moves there, but they didn't work against the experienced Los Angeles.
No, the ball was never really under control. It was too far away in front of him, and when the final move, he came to make the final move, the ball had been taken away from him. And that's the difference we might notice between that sort of dribbling and when Cruyff, as here, gets the ball is always exactly where he wants it in front of him.
And a kind of a vagrant shot by... There is Johan Cruyff, making his first appearance in Washington, drawing a big crowd today, estimated at better than 25,000. We'll have an official figure sometime in the second half. Cruyff has not been as much in the action in the last 10 minutes as he was in the first 10 minutes, I would say. But there he is now.
Oh, dear.
Hard hit from behind. And yet, play goes on. I think that was an advantage called, probably, by the referee.
I really don't
think he just missed it?
No, I don't think he missed it because he waved it on. He clearly saw it. See what's going to go on here. Well, and yet, there's no question that player. He's not, but he's really only on Cruyff when Cruyff is in the attacking zone. He does not follow him deep.
Cruyff all by himself now. In the middle, he has DiBernardo. Still the solo run by Cruyff. Getting it into the middle. DiBernardo. There's a look from high above. You can see how the players deploy, trying to make space so somebody can get in there, get a pass to him, and possibly score a goal. There's Galindo. Mexican, moved in briefly. As we said, a very strong Dutch connection on the Los Angeles team. Their coach is Dutch. Rinus Michels, probably the most famous coach in the world. He'll be taking a station break on our next opportunity. Washington in red, but Los Angeles in white with control of the ball. Pass down towards DiBernardo.
To DiBernardo, and I think you've got an example there of the interplay necessary in soccer, because the pass looked a bad one because DiBernardo didn't get it. In fact, it was a good one.
Number 25, the midfielder, moving it in. He hasn't been in the ball game too much so far, at least on the offense. Now here comes Rungan, the only goal scorer so far, getting it down to DiBernardo from Indiana University. A little shirt pulling might have been there. We're back in Washington live. Los Angeles still leading the Washington Diplomats by 1-0. In the first half, we have just exactly 20 minutes remaining.
A pass like that, of course, has got to be perfectly weighted. It must run at the right speed, just fast enough for the player to catch up with it, but not fast enough for the goalkeeper to get to it first.
That was Cruyff getting it into the middle, and it's a goal. Leo Van Veen. The moment couldn't be sure whether it went into the goal or into the side of the goal, but LA has taken a sudden 2-0 lead, and Washington is going to have a tough comeback. They're the home team, however. That home field advantage in the sport of soccer very often plays a large role.
Well, that's the ball going back, but Van Veen taking his time and volleying it, coming straight at the camera, and you can see goalie Bill Irwin turning at the last minute there. He really misjudged that ball. He has to move for it.
Let's have another look.
Across back the middle there, and there is Van Veen with that volley. Irwin out, missing it just inside the left-hand post.
Los Angeles 2-0 over the Washington Diplomats. 19 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in the first half. LA fighting for a berth in the playoffs. Not sure of it yet. Washington has already clinched their playoff berth. If you've just joined us, we said at the beginning these two teams could well meet in the first round of the playoffs in this same stadium. They played 2 games in the early rounds of the playoff. Now again we have Cruyff all the way back on defense. There he is with the ball right now.
He just got the ball from Colin Bolton. You caught it beautifully on your screen. Colin Bolton went to throw that ball and it slipped out of his hand.
LA went on the attack, and with goals by Rungan and Van Veen, both from the Netherlands, they've taken a 2-0 lead. Trying to upgrade the brand of soccer in LA, and he brought this man in to help him do it. Johan Cruyff. Nice pass, intercepted by Don Draghi. Tried to get it in, but John McGrain headed it away for Los Angeles. There's Cruyff way down on defense again. Amazing, he's all over the field. There's no such thing as a one-man team in soccer, but he comes close to it.
And that was Cruyff receiving the ball in his own penalty area in a very difficult situation with his back, facing his own goal, with his back to where he wanted to go, under pressure. And look how he got this ball out of here. His back to goal, he turns around, flicks it up, takes it past Brable, still controlling it in the air, and his head is up at that point. You can see what he wants to do. His head's up again, and here comes a long crossfield pass to get that ball out of danger.
Has that disadvantage when he's against a tall defender. Now Cruyff again, kicking it back to his goalie.
Lead. 2 goals is a good lead in soccer.
And the Washington crowd getting a bit impatient now with their local heroes. Well, now here comes Cruyff, and it is going to be a free kick. There's the time, unofficially. The only official time is kept by the referee. He sure has a lot to do out there. The linesmen are on in Greece last year. Now an Aztec. Johan Cruyff again. The dominant figure on the playing field. Captain, star of Los Angeles. Getting it in to the middle towards Galindo, but okay, 8 minutes, 55 seconds remaining in the first half. Washington trying to get something on the board before halftime. Now Cruyff moving the ball all the way upfield by himself so far. Now back to McGrain. 8 fouls against each team. Things even in that area. About to put the ball into action yet again. He has yet to score, but he's been instrumental in just about everything for Los Angeles. Earlier got his 11th assist so far this season. Corner kick now for LA, and guess who will take it?
I think Cruyff has taken all the free kicks, and I think he's obviously going to take all the corners too. He's just in charge. He's pointing. He knows where he wants people to go. He knows where he wants them not to go. frowned upon by the purists, that sort of thing.
Okay, here's Cruyff again, moving it towards the middle. Sybil. We're nearing halftime in the game between Washington and LA. A minute and 45 seconds remaining. LA leading by 2-0 in RFK Stadium in Washington. It's getting hotter and stickier all the time. A dark cloud moving overhead. We could have rain. It sure is a continuous action game. Only the referee can call timeout even for an injury. Cruyff now with the ball. His team leading 2-0, less than a minute remaining. If they get another one, it would be tough for Washington. That, I believe, will be a corner kick. Unofficially, 30 seconds left in the first half as he just touches it over. Now Rangan, who scored the game's first goal, putting it back again to Cruyff. Less than 20 seconds now, coming up at halftime. Soccer tips by the great Pelé. First half highlights, and up close and personal with Johan Cruyff. Brevoort had been marking Johan Cruyff. We'll see if Mark Antonio takes that over.
I think the fact that Brevoort's been taken out is an indication of the fact that Gordon Bradley doesn't think he was doing a very good job marking Johan Cruyff. Mark Antonio, in fact, marked Cruyff when these two teams met together about a month ago and did, according to Gordon Bradley, a very good job. So he's now got a chance to repeat that effort in the second half. Bobby Stokes, who's also been taken out, had a very ineffective and really quite, I would say, innocuous first half. He did very little. Mokajoa may not be the player constructively that Stokes is, but he's a very exciting player. He can make things happen.
Well, an unfortunate injury to defender John McGrain is going to give a slightly different tinge to this North American Soccer League game between Los Angeles and Washington. McGrain, being helped from the field, obviously is out of it. But
okay,
there
Jim,
could be a lot more in the offing.
We've got our substitute in, and of course it is Jim Millender, who, the player you were mentioning, who's the only American they have on the bench.
But LA immediately goes on the attack, and that was Millender who kicked the ball into the middle towards DiBernardo.
Now Millender obviously is not going to play as a defender. He's up front there. What they've done is they've moved Galindo back. He will be the man who will have to look after Paul Cannell now instead of McGrain. Slight, slightly new factor in the game here, and that is that it is raining quite heavily now. The ball is going to be...
And now here comes LA. Johan Cruyff with the ball. They get it to him whenever they can. He sets things up. Gives it to Rangan on the right side, who scored the first goal of the game. Back now to Cruyff. And the rain is a little lighter still. Still coming down. Let's see what the call is there.
Jim Steele is going to get a yellow card for that foul. There it is. There's the yellow card to Jim Steele.
There's no such thing as being put out of the game for too many fouls as in basketball, let's say. But 2 yellow cards for serious fouls, and you're out. And now the interception by Alan Green for Washington. Green by himself is brought down.
Another yellow card there, I would think.
Foul called against Mike Carey, the Yugoslav, number 5.
He was beaten by Green, beaten to speed. Green had pushed the ball past him. He was going past him. He simply blocked him out of the way. Missing the post. He's hitting them solidly.
The man who took the shot was Sonny Askew, of whom Coach Gordon Bradley spoke so highly. They're well marked, but there are 4 men in the middle now. And there's the header. First game of the playoffs, which we could see here on August 18th. The first playoff series, we should say. There's actually 2 games, home and home.
Well, the referee will not call a foul on that. That was Cruyff, who is playing really deep now. He's almost like a 4th defender now, running across, acting almost like a sweeper. He did indeed knock Sonny Askew down, but he slipped, or at least he claims he slipped before he got to the ball, and Askew simply fell over it. If he didn't slip, it was a beautiful bit of acting. He barged out of the way of the flight of the ball, didn't like it, but the referee called it.
Okay, LA getting the ball back to their goalie now. Scores. We come to you live from Washington. The rain has stopped now, at least for the moment. Still dark clouds overhead.
Good idea by Horvath, back heel, just inches away from being a good pass, but it didn't quite make it.
29.5 minutes left in the game. Cruyff moving it across. Now back to Cruyff. Los Angeles killing a lot of time here, but it's a little early for that sort of thing.
Look where Cruyff is. He's playing, I think we'd have to say he's playing as a sweeper now.
Yes. Now Johan Cruyff. And again, the planned view. The men maneuvering for position. Well, that was headed, but headed away by Smates. Mark Antonio getting it down towards Horvath. Horvath, oh, again, almost getting loose by himself. Of the Diplomats franchise, it's the highest crowd they've ever had, except when they were playing the New York Cosmos.
Okay.
Little Alan Green with the throw in towards Horvath, but it is knocked away.
It's away by the indefatigable and ubiquitous Mr. Cruyff.
Yep. Look out there. Here's Askew with the ball, getting it back out. Over to Jim Steele. Green calling for the ball, but it goes towards Mokojoa and then is headed in by Paul Cannell. We lead by 2-0. Rongan waiting for somebody to come out and help him at midfield. Cruyff moving across the sideline. And now Washington quickly with the throw-in for Horvath. Horvath evading Cruyff, getting it over to Askew. Sonny Askew still with the ball. Steele over to Horvath on the right side. They've got 3 men in the middle. Again, it's knocked away.
An offside call, and again, that must have been a very close thing as the ball was pushed through.
Oh, with the ball for the Washington Diplomats. They trailed 2-0. Late in the second half, Green had a shot, but missed it. Cleared by Los Angeles. At scheduled 4:30 Eastern, 3:30 Central Pacific. Muhammad Ali, the end of an era. A tribute to Ali and his career, action from his greatest fights.
And so, he might just well have given it to Draghi in the first place.
Chested away for Los Angeles.
Here's where you regret your remarks about Cruyff, maybe, Jim. Great run from the back.
Still moving. Look out. He's given an opening to Wagner, but just in time came Robert Yarushi. And have it the other. There you see the wall lined up. 4 defenders, 5 now. On the wall, against the wall by Horvath, into the middle though, and clear. Boy, he's been indefatigable today. Over to Alan Green. Green with the healing it back to himself, running into the defender.
It's inside the penalty area, but it is not a penalty kick. That was obstruction, which calls for an indirect free kick. There's the back heel, and of course the defender doesn't get out of the way, so Alan Green runs straight into him. Obstruction.
And it was called on Johan Cruyff. Again, the wall being set up inside that strange red penalty area they paint here in Washington and only here. Back out to Horvath. Again blocked. And again. Now Horvath gets it back. Here it comes into the middle. And headed beautifully by Cannell, but the goalie was there again. In regular playing time. And we have Horvath going for the ball yet again, but Cruyff kind of blocked him out rather cleverly and got possession himself. Cruyff moves it downfield. But out of...
They're in no hurry to move that ball down towards the Washington goal. In fact, they're playing it back, and it may go even further back. There it goes to the goalkeeper.
The goalie. 10 minutes. Ken Mokojoa with some good moves, getting closer to the goal. Into the middle, but it's headed away. There's a shot by Mark Antonio way high over the goal. It'll be a goal kick for Los Angeles.
What is going on here? Because really nothing is going right for Washington at the moment.
Mokojoa chests the ball, but Los Angeles gets control. Fight for the ball with Alan Green. Mark their men very closely. And forget about scoring for the rest of the day. Sonny Askew to Mokojoa. Left-footed kick by Mokojoa. Look out for this one. Here's Askew again. It's a goal! Sonny Askew, the man who beat Los Angeles, the 22-year-old kid from Baltimore.
Couldn't deflect it. He had a lot of time to set this up. Pushed it to his right, got it past that little group of defenders. Then the right-footed shot. Not the best shot he'll ever take, but good enough to get it past Bolton. And boy, is he one happy player.
Okay, that was
There he goes again.
Excuse me.
Mokojoa taking it, pushing it into. Askew gets it now. He's going to take a shot here. No, 2 defenders in front of it. Take it this way, hit it. The goalkeeper dives, just deflects it a bit, but not enough. It goes in. Good individuals from now on. Then the next stage after that, of course, is a steady flow of good individuals.
5 minutes, 9 seconds left in the game. Los Angeles leading by 2-1 now. Must they change their strategy, or can they stay with us, do you think? All right, it's a corner kick for Los Angeles. Cruyff just doing a short tap. Now Cruyff getting it back again. Still being very deliberate, and got an offside call. Afternoon has suddenly come to life with a goal by the young Sonny Askew from Baltimore, Maryland. And here they are on the move again. A whistle by referee Abraham Klein, and it's going to be a free kick. That ball. He was tackled hard. 1 minute and 45 to go.
Washington, since that goal was scored, they seem to have become even more anxious, and they're putting a lot of passes astray in midfield.
Now it's near desperation time for the Diplomats. 1 minute, 10 seconds to go, unofficially.
2 seconds left, but he's going to hold on to it.
That should do it with only 18 seconds left. It looks like Los Angeles will run their record to 15 wins, 11 losses. Washington will drop to 17-9. Will remain in second place in their division. 4 unofficially, 3-2.